We've been seeing the pictures this week from the Invictus Games. Harry and Meghan have been together in Canada, in Vancouver and in Whistler. There's been all sorts. They've had a selfie with Nelly Furtado. There's been some major public displays of affection. They've been chugging beer. They've been tubing, which I'm assured is like a pursuit on the ice. There's some great pictures.
It's like a blow-up toboggan.
It's a blow-up toboggan down there. They're having a great time. So we commissioned a poll here at The Sun, and we were asking whether our readers and viewers thought that they were still royal or whether they are members of the public or just commoners. And I'll give you the results. It says 19% of our readers consider them to be royal, but 41% say they are celebrities and 40% say they are commoners or non-royals. What do you guys think about that? Are they celebrities now?
I find that last figure you gave, I think 40% saying that they're non-royals / commoners. The reality is, by definition, really, they are celebrities. I think the definition of a celebrity is someone who is very well known. They are two of the most famous people on the planet. They do fall outside the official royal area now, but I think they are celebrities, and the way that they've been presenting themselves over the last few years shows that seems to be a space they want to be in. That they, even as you've mentioned with Meghan's Instagram, she's coming across now as a Hollywood influencer, and that seems to be the image she's wanting to present. So I suppose, by all definition, I would say they're now celebrities.
Well, I've been sorry, Norman.
No, I was just thinking the Invictus Games. It looked like kind of the Meghan show. Looks like she was trying to muscle in and make it a sort of PR event for herself. I don't know about the athletes, but she was there. Making sure she was centre stage more than Harry was, as a matter of fact. And you have to say it's a bit like John and Yoko, really, in terms of who's running things. It's quite a curious relationship. And I have to say, she looks in her element at Hollywood and over there, but I'm not whether Harry is, it's another matter.
Well, the Invictus Games is a really important thing for Harry.
It is, okay, yeah. So, but he wasn't centre stage, was he? She was.
Well, the interesting thing about this, there's been lots of rumours about, is there trouble in California? They spend a lot of time apart. Harry spent his 40th birthday with his friends, and they do, I think they've split their working arrangements particularly. But what I was interested in was that Meghan left early. So she's not spending Valentine's Day with Prince Harry in Canada. She's gone home to spend time with the children. I'm not going to comment on that, Bonte. I'm just going to maybe raise an eyebrow.
You're going to let me comment on it.
And throw it to you and ask, what do you think that means?
Yes, she's posted already back in California. She posted a little Invictus package that she'd obviously been sent for the kids. I think that there's going to be an extraordinary amount of scrutiny on everything that happens with them and their relationship because of the professional separation that happened last year. With that said, the PDAs were pretty intense, and we got more of a front row seat to all of these PDAs. It was kissing, hugging, hand-holding. By, just looking on surface value, at least, it certainly looked like a couple very much in love. And the reason we saw so much of that, to tie it in with the Instagram part, is because she was posting a lot of that, these moments together. It's because we're only just now seeing Meghan on Instagram in this capacity for the first time since she started dating Harry publicly. It's hard to know if this is always the way that they've been together, because it's unusual. We're not used to seeing this much of them behind the scenes and them being so lovey-dovey. We get the photos and you get videos on engagements, but it's very different having them joking around. He was pushing her on that tubing and they were giggling together. And so I think I also need to make mention that she left the Dusseldorf Invictus Games early as well. So it's possibly just the way that they operate that, and maybe we don't read into that at all. They have 2 kids at home. She has done it before. So I'll put that on the record. But yes, I think it's been a curious time seeing just how personal her Instagram account has been in showcasing her and Harry, particularly at a time when it's off the back of that article that came out last month talking about the relationship and all this scrutiny. So
we've never seen so much. I've never seen so much, PDAs between that couple in the years I've reported on them. I went to both Dusseldorf and The Hague. I didn't go to Canada this year because I genuinely believe that they, as our viewers believe, that they're more in the celebrity world rather than the royal world. When they're out there in California and Canada, they're almost like a celebrity story. When they're over here doing things with the King and Queen or having arguments or bringing out shows, it's a royal story. But I've never seen so much PDA. I've never seen so much display, and I don't know whether that's because of the stories and the rumours that have been going on, or, as you're right, that's just what they like behind the scenes. Who knows?
I think we'll have to watch how it unfolds with the way she's presenting herself, because I would also say, if you noticed, she launched this Instagram account I think it was on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day this year, and it was so slick and polished. It was she was previewing the work she was doing, and it was, that film of her riding on the sand, and it was all very slick. But it's gone from that to now what really is a very candid, here's my life, here's me and Harry, here's this stuff that we've donated via my celebrity friends. It's very much changed in the space of, 6 weeks? So, yeah, I don't know if that's a reaction to what happened last month, which was quite a PR debacle for them on a few fronts, or if that's, we're just going to get more of that as it unfolds. So I don't know. I
think coming back to your poll, or your paper's poll, Harry wants both worlds. He wants to be the best of both worlds. He wants to be a celebrity or independent of the royal family, and I'm no longer part of this family. But he also wants to be called HRH and all the benefits that flow from that. And, I think he's entitled to leave the royal family if he wants to. Nobody should be imprisoned by that if they don't want to be there. But he can't then hang on to the bits he wants and abandon the bits he doesn't want. It doesn't work that way.
Well, you talk about leaving the royal family, and one development that has happened this week is Donald Trump talking about whether he would ever deport Harry and Meghan back to the UK.
Yeah.
So I think he said, he basically said that he wouldn't kick Harry out, because Harry has a visa issue going at the moment through court, which we all know about, that whether he lied on his visa application.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump has said, I will not deport Harry. He's safe here because he has enough problems already dealing with his terrible wife.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just the kind of way, you've been in politics, this is, what Donald Trump, this is just the way that he kind of speaks sometimes.
Yeah.
But
well, Donald Trump is. Anyone who's supporting him is wonderful, and anyone who supports the Democrats is terrible. I mean, that's and she was obviously associated with the Democrats and Kamala Harris, and that's why he's saying that.
Yeah. So we understand that Trump doesn't want to, but one of the main reasons is because he has a very warm friendship with Charles and William. He's obviously, we know that Donald Trump is a big fan of the royal family. He's spoken of his respect for the late Queen Elizabeth II. And over the years, we're told that Charles and Trump have struck up a little bit of a friendship, and Donald Trump wouldn't want to do anything to really annoy his new friend. Ironically, it's Charles and William that are helping Harry stay in California.
That's what I was about to say, the irony of the situation. But when you really game it out, imagine if, it always seems somewhat unlikely, but given, that Trump often does do things that seem unlikely or unpredictable, he may well have taken action on this. But if you game out what that actually would have looked like, Meghan would have to have come back to, assuming, the rumours that had circulated were untrue, which I believe they are, she would have to have moved back to the UK with him. The two of them would have had to live here with their kids, knowing that he's estranged from William and he's got a very tense relationship with his father. And also, to your poll, people don't know what category they fall into. England's not that big when it comes to tensions within the royal family. Can you imagine how uncomfortable that would be as an ongoing situation, having these non-royal, quasi-royals sort of in the background for the rest of the royal family? So you can imagine that that Trump, I don't know if it's ever actually been raised in these terms in his private conversations with the royals, but you can imagine that it has been advised to him that it would cause a lot of problems for the King and William if he deported Harry.
Well, they're safe for now. They're America's problem, OK, not the UK's problem right now.